Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So, as promised, a day late, but not a dollar short. Here's my review of The Harder They Fall. I think overall, it's a good story. It did its job. It introduced true, real life black cowboy historical figures into thought, right? And that's very important. Matter of fact, even for me, and I'm a big history buff of black cowboys, but they introduced a couple of characters that I had never heard of, such as Cherokee Bill. I knew about the Cherokee Kid. So back after the Civil War, back after slavery, what you'll find is that a lot of the black Buffalo soldiers would often take Native American wives, even in my own family. My great-grandmother is full-blooded Apache on my father's side. Me and my older brother were talking last weekend as we watched the Cowboys get demolished by the Broncos. Brother-in-law is a Broncos fan. He was here, so that wasn't very pleasant, wearing his Broncos jersey. Anyway, we were talking, my great-grandfather on my mother's side was a Cherokee war chief, which probably explains our hot temper. So I got to look up this Cherokee Bill dude. I know about Stagecoach Mary. She's in here, right? And she's a real historical figure if you look it up. I mean, just Google it, Stagecoach Mary. And she was the first, not only female, but African American to ride shotgun on a stagecoach. She was very prolific, never lost a fight. She was very good at her job. It was very well known throughout the territories, very well respected. So I knew about Stagecoach Mary. Rufus Buck. I had never heard of Rufus Buck. So I'm going to have to look that up. But now, and they also had Bass Reeves. Now, the good thing I like about Bass Reeves, are portrayed in this movie, right, is he was a deadly shot. They say he never missed a shot. But he was also very intelligent, very wily. And you can see that throughout the movie, because the majority of the movie, except for the final end scene, well, close to the final end scene, they're showing his wisdom and his wiliness and just how adept he was to moving in circles and just how feared he was or respected. So for me, that was great. Being a Bass Reeves fan, oh my God. Oh my God. Now keep in mind, Bass Reeves is the assistant federal marshal, or marshal, right, of the Indian Territories. They said if the historical perspective was, if Bass Reeves pulled your warrant, you might as well turn yourself in because he's coming to get you. There's even this one story of where he's facing down a famous outlaw, right? And the outlaw gets the drop on him. He shoots him, knocks off his saddle horn, shoots again, puts a hole through his hat, shoots again, puts 2 or 3 holes through his coat. Bass Reeves fired a couple of times with his pistol from, I think it was 75, 100 feet away. One shot killed him. So as he goes up to take in this outlaw, this warrant, the man gave him his pistols and said, "You're the deadliest shot I ever seen," and proceeded to die, of course. But such a prolific federal marshal, so good, and so bound to law and order that he not executed, but he took his own son in on a warrant. His son faced his time, got out, started doing the right thing, so. But no, this movie did what it's supposed to do. It made you think about the black historical cowboys. It gave you a true version of what life was actually like. Because oftentimes we think all the cowboys were white, but that's not really true. I went to get a tire fixed the other day. Mexican dude wearing a sombrero. Well, understand, you watch the old Clint Eastwood movies, he's wearing a sombrero. The Even the term cowboy. White men were known as cattlemen. The black and Mexican helpers were known as cowboys. Get it? And now the term cowboy is very popular. But no, I love the movie. I recommend you watch it. It tells a great story. It's fast paced. It's action based. There's love, romance. There's comedy. All kind of things. And from my understanding, I'm going to have to look it up, so I don't want to lead you wrong. All these characters are based off historical fact. Just the story is probably not a historical fact. I'm not even sure. I'm going to look that up too, because now it's really sparked a keen interest in me. And I think that was the whole purpose of the movie, was to spark a keen interest in today's society about black cowboys. There's a lot of us. I mean, we kind of do our thing. I mean, hell, two of my nephews are out riding horses, wrestling, or not wrestling, but bringing in cows today. That's what my sister said they're doing. So they got to get them into auction. So, and that's what we do. So thank you. Like, subscribe, share. And as always, especially in these days and times, do what you got to do.